Welcome to Indiana News Desk. I'm Joe Wren. A panel of judges has ruled against President Donald Trump's executive order on refugees and immigration. That decision is likely to be appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. In the meantime, Indiana towns with large immigrant populations are still grappling with the order's impacts. Indiana Public Broadcasting's Annie Ropeek has more from Columbus.
I meet Dalia Muhammad and her kids at the Islamic Center of Columbus, Indiana. It's the only mosque in this city of 45,000, the hometown of Vice President Mike Pence. Her kids, 5-year-old Muhammad and 2-year-old Selma, are U.S. citizens born here. Muhammad and her husband have been naturalized, but they moved to the U.S. years ago from one of 7 countries covered by President Trump's executive order on immigration.
I'm originally from Sudan, but I'm a U.S. citizen. Okay. I live here for 6 years. My husband is an engineer. He's from Sudan as well.
Muhammad's husband is one of thousands of foreign-born employees at Cummins Diesel. As citizens, he and Dalia Muhammad were never directly affected by the executive order, but their family in Sudan was. Some of them had planned to come get medical care in the U.S. Cummins has about 60 workers on visas or green cards from the countries named in the order, and more than 15% of Cummins employees in Columbus use skilled worker visas, making the town a national leader in that regard. So Cummins is watching the legal situation closely, and so are other locals. Across town, when the ban first came out, Pastor Felipe Martinez of nearby First Presbyterian put up a sign welcoming immigrants and refugees to his church. Martinez was born in Mexico and became a U.S. citizen in 2007. He was saddened by the ban and says it's important for a place like Columbus to be exposed to different perspectives from around the world.
They bring great richness and cultural wealth to our community, and unfortunately I'm hearing that there's a sense of anxiety in how they see the political scene changing.
That sense of anxiety became tangible last week as nearly 300 residents joined a packed community forum to discuss the executive order on immigration. It was organized by the mosque in an Indiana University, Purdue University, Columbus lecture hall. An immigration attorney spent more than an hour behind a podium answering questions about the ban before an audience member announced a federal judge had put a temporary halt on the ban nationwide, leading to applause. Even with the order tied up in the court system, it's still hanging over Columbus residents like Dalia Muhammad. She feels the order targets Muslims like her, but says she's never felt discriminated against in her town. It's still where she wants to raise her family.
So this is why I think this is not fair, because we just want to survive. We're not here to do anything. We just here want to survive. We want to have higher education. We want to improve our lifestyle, our family lifestyle back home, our parents, our sister, brothers, daughters. That's it. We came here just for this purpose.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Annie Ropeek in Columbus.
Dalia says the judge's ruling in favor of the stay gives her hope that something will change. She says she's happy but not that happy and still doesn't feel safe yet. And that final ruling is likely to come from the Supreme Court.